Yeah, but you're still kind of in and out.
Okay, I'm about to switch devices. Can I go in a breakout room with Mr. Cannon?
Okay. Mr. Cannon, can you accept the invite? I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with your attorney.
Yes.
Do you see it?
Yes.
All right. All right. Man, we got a couple different prosecutors.
Yeah.
I don't know what cases they're on.
Rana Hadid is on.
Oh, yeah, she just logged in. What case is she in?
Chambers. And,
Oh.
Mark Stephen is on. The failure to stop an accident possible.
That's,
I saw a tear wax in the way. It's great.
which one is that one? Oh, is that, Tyron?
Harris? No, Coleman, I think is the one that just stopped.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, Coleman. You're right, Coleman. All right.
We got an extra, docket.
Yeah, you got an extra document.
I give her extra docket.
Yesterday, I know, I mean, on Wednesday, but I messed it up. I messed it up.
Lord, mercy. All right. This ID,
I still got that one. I had
APA Stephen.
Loction, sorry, Loch.
Yeah, he's on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's on. He was actually one of the first ones on.
Very good.
All right, I got one ready. Oh, hold on. Mr. Salen?
Morning, everyone.
Good
I'm here on
morning.
Ernestine Williams, PCC.
Williams. All right. I don't see your client on. Do you want to wait or waive his appearance?
I'll waive the appearance, but if he does come on, I'm gonna have to send a call me letter because there's no phone number on my appointment.
Oh, let me check. Yeah, I don't have a, oh, I
Yeah.
have a phone number.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah. You want me to put it in chat too?
If you'd be so, yeah, if you'd be so kind.
Sure. All right, I just sent it, so I have a couple ready. Sorry.
I'll call him right now.
Ready? 36th District Court, City of Detroit, State of Michigan, nonsense for the Honorable Ronald Giles, presiding. May be seated. Yeah.
Oh, Phyllis is in the breakout room. All right. Calling case number 2358788, the people of the state of Michigan versus Ernestine Williams. Defendant is charged with count 1, assault with a dangerous weapon, felonious assault, count 2, weapons felony firearm. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Good morning, Your Honor. Asa Lewis for the people, P 85520.
Mr. Salen?
Yeah. Phyllis is in the waiting room. That's
We
the
can
only-
proceed, excuse me, with Miss Williams. I spoke with her and if we can waive her presence.
Your appearance, please. Your appearance, Mr. Salen.
Oh, I'm sorry, Judge. Alvin Salen, P 23797 on behalf of Ernestine Williams. With the court's permission and no objection, I would ask to waive her presence for today's proceedings. I have talked with her today and I will give her the next date. We are demanding a preliminary exam, Judge.
All right, waive her appearance for the purpose of today's hearing.
Yes, sir.
Are you available September 20th at 10 o'clock?
I should be, Judge, yes.
All right.
Is it possible to make it 10:30? I don't want to keep you waiting.
Make it
I have.
10:30, that's fine.
Thank you,
10:30.
sir. September 20th at 10:30. Thank you much and have a good day and a good weekend, Your Honor.
You too.
Let's see. Oh, I got attorney.
You know which attorney this for?
Larry Pope.
Oh, hi.
Oh, there it is. Good morning, Attorney Sullivan.
Good morning, Madam Clerk. I'm here on Devonta's Tyner.
All right, 84261. All right, he is in the waiting room. I'm gonna bring him in. Did you need to talk to him or are you ready?
We're ready.
Calling case number 2358781. The people of the state of Michigan versus Demontez Tyner. Defendant is charged with count 1, assault with a dangerous weapon, felonious assault. Count 2, weapons felony firearm. Count 3, assault or assault and battery. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Good morning, Your Honor. Agent Lewis for the people, P 85520.
Hey, good morning, Judge. Neighborhood Defender Service by Andrew Sullivan, P 84261. Here representing Mr. Tyner. Mr. Tyner, can you state your name for the record?
Devontae Tyner.
Mr. Tyner, so you know in the future, I don't do t-shirts or sweats in my courtroom, even on Zoom, all right?
Okay, I'm at work.
Mr. Tyner?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, all right, thank you. All right, Mr. Sullivan,
Yes, Judge, requesting an in-person preliminary exam. I do have a note here from my paralegal that we've received discovery just yesterday. I haven't had a chance to go through it, but am requesting for the record all digital discovery. I'll send an order to your honor later today for signature, and I'll follow up with the prosecutor if there's anything missing in the discovery package. Was the court able to hear me? I apologize.
I have an order here. The prosecutor had an issue with some of the things you have on the order. I can't read your writing.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna put it on the record. With pertaining to the, we want to get a date first? Go up.
Bring his date. Code.
Okay.
Are you available September 20th at 11 o'clock?
Is it possible that's not a full week from today? Is it possible to do Thursday or Friday of next week? The 21st to the 22nd?
Well, doesn't it have to be, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's not a full week. I mean, if you're not available, just tell me you're not available.
I think I just need a little bit more time to make sure that I'm fully prepared, Judge.
September 21st at 10:45.
That's good. That's good for me, Judge. Thank you. Does that work for you, Mr. Tyner?
On the 21st?
21st at 10:45.
Yes.
Okay, very well.
Yes.
And Your Honor, in regards to the discovery order, the people have no objection to paragraphs 1 through 5 and 11. In regards to paragraphs 7 and 8, they are discoverable.
Okay, one at a time. And just going through all that stuff, it's not gonna help.
Okay.
I see in like initials next to 1 through 5, you have an issue with 6. You have an issue with number 6.
Yes, number 6, if the officers have, if any of these people have no conviction or theft or dishonesty, then we can't turn over that conviction information, and also that is information of which the defense can obtain on his side through investigation, and discovery is still ongoing in the matter, so I don't have that information as to whether you have these types of convictions that were.
Okay, 6 doesn't deal with conviction. 6 deals with information in possession of the prosecutor that any witness, including police, may have given false testimony.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, okay.
Or false statements that could demonstrate a willingness to obstruct the special.
Okay, yes, we don't have any discovery that exists in regards to that.
So you don't have any problem with it?
Yes, right, sorry, yeah. That was just 7 and 8, I'm sorry.
7 is an account of sustained internal affairs investigation or pending internal affairs investigations from officers involved in the investigation of the case.
And then that's not discoverable information.
Judge, I disagree. I think that there is Supreme Court precedent directly on point to the effect that the prosecutor has an obligation to make themselves aware of any Brady or Giles information pertaining to any of the police witnesses. So I can follow up with a brief if the court would like, but U.S. versus Giles, I think, is directly on point here.
Okay, no, you're right. Excuse that. I stand corrected, Your Honor. That is correct. We will, notify them, so we have no issue with number, 7.
And we got number 9, any police report, interrogation records concerning the case,
That's already in
including
discovery.
any show up, lineup document. So concerning continuing investigation.
That should be already in discovery. Provided.
I'm sorry, you.
I'm
you
sorry,
said
that's
that, I can hear
already
you.
in discovery provided.
Okay. Oh, that says discovery next to it. That's what that says?
Yeah, in discovery, yeah. Sorry, my handwriting is hard.
Okay, so you weren't objecting to that.
No, and I could say 10 is in discovery as well. There was no
Yes.
objections. No objections to 11.
I assume no objections at 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Objection to 13, we move to strike that unless the defense can prove that this, something of the sort exists. I also have no information in regards to, any, plea agreements or anything.
I mean, you don't have to give anything that doesn't exist, but I'm not necessarily gonna strike it. Because if it does come up during the process, then you're required to give it. You would agree with that, correct?
Yes, I would agree with that, yeah.
Right. All right, 14 is a copy of defendant's criminal history. You can get that yourself, Mr. Sullivan. So that's not something a prosecutor gives. I'm gonna strike 14.
Judge, I know that the prosecutor's access, I mean, that prosecutor has much greater access to,
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You got access to it, you can get it. So you can get that on your own.
Yeah, we actually signed something that we cannot give that out. We cannot give that by law.
I can't read the, the rest of them are okay until you get down to 20. I can't read what you said.
The investigative, subpoenas included any transcripts written or recorded and or summarized everything with this subject to investigative subpoena.
Then you got something written next to it, but I can't read what it says.
I could say that we don't have anything of the sort like that exists at this time.
Okay, so again, it's the same thing as the last one. Just because you don't have it now doesn't mean you won't have it at some point if it goes past the preliminary exam stage.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, gonna leave that in. I'll go ahead and sign the discovery order with the, it looks like only one correction the court made. Or one deletion. That's what was as to the criminal record of the defendant. Other than that, I'm signing it as is. So. Just give us a date.
Yeah, we got the date here.
Oh, I see it.
21st, 10:45.
21st. Anything else?
nothing further for the defense, Judge. Thank you.
All right, thank you. That concludes the hearing.
Mr. Tyner, you can log off. Y'all have a good weekend.
You too now. Take care.
You too. Good morning, Wayne County Jail. Who do you have?
That appears to be Mr. Chambers. That's with me. Gagnick has him.
Oh, okay, good. The APA is on too. Can I have your P number, Counselor?
64220.
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna call Phyllis first, because she was here. Then I'll call yours. Calling case number 2358799, the people of the state of Michigan versus Randall Cannon. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed. Count 2, weapons, firearms, possession by a felon. Count 3, weapons, ammunition, possession by a felon. Count 4, weapons, felony, firearm. Count 5, weapons, felony, firearm. Habitual offender, second notice. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Good morning, Your Honor. Agent Lewis for the people, P 85520.
Ms. Gayton Robinson,
Oh, I don't see her.
you're available.
Don't see her. She must have got off. Parties ready on Ronald Chambers?
Yes.
Yes.
Calling case number 2358288, the people of the state of Michigan versus Ronald Chambers. Defendant is charged with count 1, police officer fleeing third-degree vehicle code. Count 2, police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing. Also calling case number 2358282, the people of the state of Michigan versus Ronald Chambers. Defendant is charged with count 1, robbery armed. Count 2, assault with intent to murder. Count 3, assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder or by strangulation. Count 4 is firearms. Discharge in or at a building causing injury. Count 5, weapons carrying concealed. Count 6, weapons, felony, firearm. Count 7, weapons, felony, firearm. Count 8, weapons, felony, firearm. Count 9, weapons, felony, firearm. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Good morning, Your Honor, and to your staff. Rana Hadid on behalf of the people, P 62243.
Brian Gagnick, Your Honor, Neighborhood Defender Service, P 64220.
Ronald Chambers,
Chambers, can you state your name, please, for the record?
Ronald McDaniel, Trey Ronald Chambers.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I would ask the court to set us an in-person preliminary examination. I do appear to be missing the digital. If it's been sent, it'll track up to me in time.
I'll make sure to send it today.
Thank you.
You're available September 21st at 11 o'clock.
I'm in a jury trial across the street that I expect should end later that day or early on the 22nd. Is it, I'm only guessing or asking, does the court have availability maybe 11:30 or so beyond on the 22nd? If that fits everyone's schedules?
Nope, nope, not right now. What time do you start your jury trial?
I'm assuming it's starting at 9 a.m., Your Honor.
On the
It's in Judge
21st?
Kiefer Cox's courtroom.
On the 21st, that's what I'm asking what date.
That is on the 21st, yes, sir.
Are you available September 20th at 11 o'clock?
I can make that work.
That's good for the people, Your Honor.
Okay, and we'll just do one after the other. anything else?
No, thanks. That's 9:20 at 11 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, there's Phyllis. You ready, Phyllis?
Yes, ma'am.
Calling case number, recalling case number 2358799, the people of the state of Michigan versus Randall Cannon. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed, count 2, weapons, firearms, possession by felon, count 3, weapons, ammunition, possession by felon, count 4, weapons, felony firearm, count 5, weapons, felony firearm, habitual offender, second notice. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Good morning, Your Honor. Agent Lewis for the people, P 85520.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please this honorable court, Attorney Phyllis Gayton Robinson, P 71733, on behalf of Mr. Cannon. Mr. Cannon, can you please state your name for the record?
Randall Cannon Jr.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, we
Anything
are
else?
going to set this matter for a preliminary exam. I was sent some discovery. I've tried to download it a couple of times. Every time I try to open it, it says access denied. So I am going to need the discovery resent,
Which discovery, the paper or the digital?
all of it.
All right, so resend it. Is there any issue? Well, you still need to send in a discovery order just in case there are any issues.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Are you available September 21st at 11 o'clock?
No, Your Honor. Can I do that time on Friday, the 22nd?
Nope.
Do you have anything for the morning of the 22nd?
Do 9:45.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And Mr. Gayton Robinson, can you please try to open the link I just sent you if you received it already?
Okay. So this is paper discovery. I still need all of the video.
Okay, it's coming now.
All right, so that's preliminary exam, September 22nd at 9:45. It's in person.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right,
Have
thank
a
you.
wonderful weekend to you and your staff.
You too.
You too.
Mr. Cannon, you can log off. We'll talk next week, okay?
Okay. So where do I go? The leave?
You're gonna go to the 36th District Court, but we'll discuss it in more detail
Okay.
when we talk next week about your discovery. But 36th District Court down on Madison, 421 Madison.
Okay.
You're going to courtroom 233.
Okay.
You're gonna be there by 9:30.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, all right,
Ms. Gayton Robinson, you should have this digital right now.
okay,
So I can leave?
yes,
Okay.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm just gonna mute myself and check and make sure the digital came through.
All right.
Good morning. Is there any other attorneys that need to check in that have not checked in?
Yes, I need to check in, Attorney Brian Brown checking in for, Diana Castaneda.
Yeah, she's in Wayne County Jail.
Yes.
Did you need her on or are you waiving her appearance?
I can waive her presence.
All right. Any other attorney need to check in that have not checked in?
Yes, good morning. This is Attorney Summers Brush. I'm here on Dice's, who is also jail, but on a different matter, so I can waive his appearance.
All right.
Jack,
Any other attorney need to check in that has not checked in? I think it's Mount Brady. All right. Calling case number 2358047, the people of the state of Michigan versus Diana Castaneda. Defendant number 2 is charged with count 1, breaking and entering a building with intent. Count 2, larceny in a building. Count 3, stolen property, receiving and concealing less than $200. Strike the habitual offender. This matter is scheduled for probable cause conference.
good morning, Your Honor. Agent Lewis for the people, P 85520.
Good morning, Brian Brown, P 80560. Here on behalf of Miss Diana Castaneda, with permission to waive her presence for today's hearing.
Right, we'll waive her appearance for the purpose of today's hearing.
We would like to set this for in-person preliminary examination.
Are you available September 21st at 11 o'clock?
Can we do the 20th at 11 o'clock?
We'll do the 20th at 11:30. That's good?
Oh, we need a interpreter for that case, so
Interpreter for who?
for the victim.
Mr. Brown? Mr. Brown? You lose him?
I'm sorry about that. I lost connection to the internet here in the building. So it will be September 20th at 11:30?
Yes, that's a good date?
Okay. Yes, that's a good day and time. Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
Nothing further for the defense. Thank you.
All right.
That's a Spanish interpreter.
Oh, Spanish interpreter, I got that. All right, that concludes the hearing. Yeah.
Parties ready on Giles Jackson?
Yes, we are ready.
Calling case number 2357958, the people of the state of Michigan versus Giles Jackson. Defendant is charged with count 1, police officer fleeing 4th degree vehicle code, habitual offender, second notice. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Good morning, Your Honor. Agent Lewis for the people, P85520.
Good morning. Neighborhood Defender Service by Brush, P number 85828, appearing on behalf of Giles Jackson. I'd ask to waive his presence today.
Waive his appearance for the purpose of this hearing.
And Your Honor, I set this for an in-person preliminary examination.
September 21st at 11 o'clock.
That works, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anything else?
No. Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Have a good day,
Thank you.
everyone.
You too.
That was a hard one to give away, wasn't it?
Hmm?
That was a hard one to give away.
Yeah.
Parties ready on Anthony Samuel?
Yes, we are.
Calling case number 2355923, the people of the state of Michigan versus Anthony Samuel. Defendant is charged with count 1, malicious destruction of a building, $1,000 or more, but less than $20,000. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Good morning, Your Honor. Agent Lewis for the people, P85520.
And good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Camilla Barkovic, P78254, appearing on behalf of Mr. Samuel, who is present by way of Zoom.
Samuel, state your name for the record, please.
Hey, how you doing? Anthony Samuel.
Thank you. Counsel.
Your Honor, we are here today for a probable cause conference. There is a preliminary examination scheduled for September 21st. I do have several pre-existing conflicts on that date. We'd like to proceed to preliminary examination, but I'm asking that the court reschedule the matter.
Are you available on the 21st at 11:15?
I am not, Judge. That is a very bad date for me.
All right, September 20th at 11:45.
Yes, I can try to make that work, Judge. Judge, I'm really sorry. Actually, that works. That works.
That was 11:45, Your Honor.
Yeah, 11:45. All right, anything else?
Nothing further at this time, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. Anyone else need to check in?
George Shedrow,
Who you here, Mr. Shedrow?
Jerica Campbell.
Erica Campbell. Okay, she is on.
And Madam Clerk, it's Attorney Demott Grady.
Oh, okay,
I'm
I
check-
tried,
Tyron Harris
tried
is my client.
calling you earlier, but, okay, who you on?
I apologize. I've got 3 Zooms going.
Okay, who are you on?
Tyron Harris, he's on Zoom.
All right.
All right, Wayne County Jail, is that Miss Castaneda?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we already did her case, attorney waived her presence, her next date is September 20th at 11:30 for a preliminary exam. In person.
At 10:30. Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Ms. Casadena, do you need an interpreter? Well, she's going now. It's not. Right.
Calling case number 2356595, the people of the state of Michigan versus Tyron Harris. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons, firearms possession by a felon. Count 2, weapons, ammunition possession by a felon. Count 3, weapons carrying concealed. Count 4, count 5, weapons, felony, firearm. Count 6, operating while intoxicated. Habitual offender for notice. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Good morning, Your Honor. Agent Lewis for the people, P 85520.
Good morning, Neighborhood Defender Service by Kate DeMocrady, P 83667 on behalf of Tyron Harris, who's present via Zoom. Mr. Harris, please unmute yourself and state your name.
Tyron Harris.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mr. Harris, so you know when you come in here or in the future, I don't do t-shirts or sweats in my courtroom, all right?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Your Honor, I've received both paper and digital discovery, and we're requesting a preliminary examination date.
September 21st, 11:15.
Your Honor, just checking I'm supposed to be out of the office the 21st and 22nd. Is the court available on the 25th?
Nope. Not right now.
This is the 22nd
Hold on.
work?
Hold on.
Sorry.
I do the scheduling, Mr. McGrady. I'll give you the dates.
I apologize.
Thank you. September 20th at 12 noon.
Your Honor, I can do that.
Thank you. All right, anything else?
Nothing else from defense. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Harris, you can sign off.
Wayne County Jail. Do you need an interpreter, Ms. Castellana? I don't. I'm sorry, right. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Do you need an interpreter?
Nope, I don't.
All right, well, we're finished with your case, ma'am. Your next court date is September 20th at 11:30. That's in person, 36th District Court.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Party's ready on Jerica. Deputy, we're all set with her.
Yes, ma'am. That's all we have for you this morning.
All right, thank you.
Y'all have a great one.
You too. Party's ready on Jerica Campbell, calling case number 1859319. The people of the state of Michigan versus Jerica Campbell. Defendant is charged with count 1, license documents, plates, forgery. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Good morning, Your Honor. Agent Lewis for the people, P 85520.
Please, this honorable court, George Shedrow, P 41732, on behalf of Ms. Campbell. Your Honor, is she there?
Yes, Ms. Campbell, can you state your name for the record, please?
Erica Campbell.
Thank you.
Your Honor, can I have a minute with her?
Sure.
All right,
Ms. Campbell, you gotta accept the invitation so you can talk to your attorney in the breakout room privately.
Okay.
all right, there you go.
Was Donick on, Thomas?
Who?
Okay,
Yeah, but they haven't checked in.
oh, okay,
He hasn't checked in.
all right, I'll be.
I'm ready on Coleman. Oh, that's not
Oh.
yours, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's,
Right. Parties ready on Dion Coleman? Attorney James Murray, are you ready?
Okay, see that, no more, and ready to read, Ms. Campbell.
He's still up there, talk to.
Waiting on the prosecutor.
For Coleman, I'm here.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah. We're waiting on the defense attorney on your case.
Oh, okay.
I tried calling him, he's not answering.
Okay, thank you.
I just sent him a chat, so.
There you go.
Then a blight hearing. Sorry about that.
All right, are you ready, Mr. Murray?
I'm ready.
Calling case number 2358442, the people of the state of Michigan versus Dion Coleman. Defendant is charged with count 1, failure to stop at a scene of an accident resulting in serious impairment or death. Habitual offender, second notice. This matter is scheduled for probable cause. Counsel.
Morning, Your Honor. Steve Loxfield for the people. P70668.
Morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. James Murray, P85490, appearing on behalf of Mr. Coleman. Who's
Good morning. Mr. Coleman, state your name for the record.
Yes, Dion Shaman Coleman.
Thank you. All right, we're setting this matter for exam.
Your Honor, I have not had a chance to receive video discovery in this matter. If brother counsel could please send over the video evidence the people have, and we can have a brief adjournment so I can have time to review.
I don't adjourn the cases, but in the discovery order, you don't get discovery, I dismiss the case.
Okay, that works for me. We can set it for exam.
All right,
I'll send it over today. Thank you.
all right. September 21st at 11:15.
Okay, that works for me. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, anything else?
Nothing further.
All right, thank you. That concludes the hearing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Attorney to be able to go to work. Probation officer said he wanted to see the paper, saying I was able to go because he called me yesterday and I told him that I was able to go for the judge and my attorney, but he said he would like to see it.
No, I don't have no. Are you on a tether?
Yes,
Oh, he's on a tether, you're trying to get work hours released?
yes, I work at Chrysler. from
I need your
6 to
attorney
6.
back on. You got an attorney, you gotta get you to talk to your attorney, and he has to file a motion. To do it orally, just gotta get him back on.
Thank you, sir.
Got his number?
Do you have your attorney's phone number?
Well, my cell phone, I left it in, Carlos.
Yeah, I can stand in for him if the court would allow, if he wants to, just to make that request. I don't know if the court would allow that. Maybe it's today. Maybe.
Feel comfortable.
I feel comfortable.
He has a 30,000, 10% cash fine. He has tether, no driving. I think I did prosecutor on. That's the other problem.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you're gonna stand in.
Stand in for the,
Who wants to make a bond motion on the, regarding this tether?
hold on, 1 second. He didn't come? He didn't come
He
back
was
on?
on, but saying we set the date and both of them got off.
Yes, sir.
You already tried to call him?
Hmm?
You already tried to call him back?
No, we
I
don't have a
don't have a
phone number
number.
for him.
I'm still looking at it.
Yes. Yes. That's one witness here. Ready? Are you ready on ours? Okay. Yes, that's it.
That's what yeah. Kim did it right.
Who?
Kim.
That's what I thought.
No,
What we did.
I don't. Wanna do the whole now, Judge? Wait. Okay.
That page,
This one? Oh, no, he didn't answer, but I emailed him, but I'm reading it now.
Oh, here you.
All right, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
No, that's what you should.
The prosecutor.
Yeah, I emailed him.
He's not in charge.
Oh.
He's on, yeah.
Yeah, George. The prosecutor's picture popped up real quick.
Yeah, it wasn't no him. Yeah.
Yeah, I emailed him.
Oh, that's.
Wait, don't do that. This is recalling 1859319, people state of Michigan versus Jessica Campbell.
Page of rules for the people, P 85520.
George Shedro, P 41732, on behalf of Ms. Jerica Campbell, Your Honor, who's with us, and we have no objection to doing this hearing by Zoom.
Thank you. Ms. Campbell, can you state your name again for the record?
Jerica Campbell.
Thank you. All right. Send it money for exam?
No, Your Honor, my client wishes to waive her right to a preliminary examination and be bound over to the circuit court. I present her to you so you can question her.
People have any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Campbell, you understand that you have a statutory right to a preliminary exam where the state must show by probable cause a crime was committed and probable cause you had something to do with committing that crime. You understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
Anybody promise you anything or threaten you in any way to get you to waive your right to preliminary exam?
No, sir.
You waive your right freely and voluntarily after having opportunity to talk to your attorney about it.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any objection to the court signing your name to the waiver form and initialing off?
No, sir.
Mr. Schedule, do you have any objection to the court signing your name to the waiver form and initialing off?
No, Your Honor.
All right, court will find that you freely and voluntarily waive your right to preliminary exam as bound over the Wayne County Circuit Court Criminal Division for arraignment on the information, which will be September 29th, 2023 at 9:00 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Bonds continued.
Everybody have a good weekend.
Thank you, you too.
Ms. Campbell, I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
He's back on, Judge, prosecutor.
Prosecutor.
The total.
All right, this is recalling 2358442. People of the state of Michigan versus Deon Coleman.
Ms. Campbell, you can log off.
Okay, thank you. So sorry.
Morning again, Your Honor. Steve Lockwood for the people, P70668.
Thank you.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. May I please call Daniel Reed, P number 30965, standing for the attorney of record with the permission of the defendant. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
All right, state your name for the record, please.
Deon Shaman Coleman.
All right, there was a motion regarding his tether. He wanted to make he said, so you go to where are you working?
Chrysler on Tatum.
No strike, are they?
Not yet. They haven't made it to Michigan.
All right, because right now he has a 30,000, 10% bond with the GPS tether and no driving requirement. His only history was a child support, looks like, case, failure to pay. I don't know why he has a tether with this charge. I understand the no driving, but I don't understand the tether. Do you have any objection to? Go ahead.
Yeah, I do, Your Honor. In this case, I mean, essentially, flight is the crime that's charged. He took off after the scene of an accident. I think that shows that he might be a flight risk.
Brief response, John. I would indicate my client has been cooperative. It's the first time we've ever had any type of situation like this. He is not a threat to the community at this point in time. We don't think there's a need for a tether at this point in time. He's gainfully employed, and he also has a barber shop where he's working also. So this has been a great inconvenience for him. So we ask the court to remove the tether at this time. He's put up.
How do you get to work?
I get a ride from a partner of mine. He drops me off, picks me up. Lady that works with me, she come get me in the morning, and the guy get me from work, and he take me to the barber shop. And then my fiance gets me from the barber shop and takes me out.
All right. At this point, of course, gonna remove the tether requirement. I don't see a need for it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, anything else?
Nothing further on behalf of the defense, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Ray, you tell me to wait in the hall?
Yes, he's good.
Thank you. Mr. Brown.
Good morning, Madam. How are you?
How are you?
Good, thank you. Good morning, Judge.
Are you on, O'Shea Thomas?
Yes, I'm sorry, I didn't put the last name. Yes, that's correct. For Mr. Gonick, it's my understanding he's already been deemed incompetent on another matter. And we're here. Is this a PCC?
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know whether this can track the other matter that he's been deemed incompetent on, because I don't know whether he can go forward.
When was that, you know?
I don't know the exact date, but I think it was in the last month or so, Judge.
Yeah, I do know he's in a psych ward. They couldn't bring him out.
Well, let's call it and put it all on the record.
Okay. Calling case number 2356742, the people of the state of Michigan versus O'Shea Thomas. Defendant is charged with count 1 and count 2. Police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing, causing injury. This matter is scheduled for probable cause conference.
Good morning, Your Honor. Asia Lewis for the people, P85520.
And good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court. My name is Mark Brown. My P number is 39562. I appear on behalf of Mr. O'Shea Thomas. He's not present. I'm appearing in lieu of, in place of his attorney of record, Ben Gonick. If I may go on a little bit. I think I appeared for Mr. Gonick in a matter in Inkster, Michigan, where Mr. Thomas was also appearing because he was incompetent. And I've not personally met him in not other than Zoom, but at that time he was on camera, but he was behind bars. He looked as though he did not know where he was or what he was doing. So he is incompetent there. I don't think he'll be able to go forward in this case. I don't know. I've had no contact with him since that time, which was, as mentioned, about a month ago. I don't know the exact dates on this, Judge. If I can forward to the court, I'll have to get it from Mr. Gonick's office, the dates, the review date on that, but I believe it was quite a bit in the future, like maybe about 6 months.
All right. All right. I don't know that I can use the report from the other case on this case. I think I still have to do another referral. So just in, I doubt they'll do another evaluation. They'll just say he's incompetent and we can take it from there, but I gotta have something on this case.
Very well.
So what I'm, I'll refer this matter for competency to stand trial and see if we can get a report in, so something from them. Okay?
Thank you,
All
Judge.
right. Let me give you a date.
January 9th.
January 9th, 8:30.
Okay, very well. Thank you very much. Everyone have a great weekend.
You too.
You ready? Yeah.
Great.
Calling case number 2358642, the people of the state of Michigan versus Derek Fitzpatrick. Defendant is charged with count 1 and count 2, weapons carrying concealed. This matter is scheduled for exam.
Good morning, Your Honor. Agent Lewis for the people, P85520.
Morning, Your Honor. May it please go Daniel Reed, number 0965, Green Red.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Derek Fitzpatrick.
Thank you, sir. All right, you ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor, we're ready to proceed. At this time, we will ask for a mutual sequestration of any and all witnesses with the exception of the officer in charge who is not testifying here today.
No objection, John.
All right, any and all witnesses testifying today at trial, anytime in the future must be the courtroom, Zoom, and or YouTube, or be denied that future testimony. Give exception to the officer in charge.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, the people call Officer Giles, DOWD.
DIKIMBE, Giles, DOWD.
Yes.
You swear or affirm the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
All right, let's go to George Fulton. Seat, please.
See you when ready.
Can you please restate your name for the record, please?
You can make it out.
Okay. And are you currently employed?
Yes.
Where are you employed?
Detroit Police Department.
Okay, and what do you do with the Detroit Police Department?
Patrol.
And how long have,
Right, just a little bit, you know, it'll take a few flights.
how long have you been an officer?
4 years.
Okay. And were you working in the capacity of a police officer on August 25th, 2023?
Yes.
And were you by yourself or with the partner?
With the partner.
Okay, what's your partner's name?
Officer Criswell and Officer Down.
And were you working in full or modified uniform that day?
Full.
And were you on a foot patrol or in a scout car?
In a scout car.
Okay. And was that scout car fully marked or semi-marked?
Fully marked.
And did your duties as a police officer take you to the area of Santa Clara and Wyoming Street?
Yes.
And is that in the city of Detroit, County of Wayne?
Yes.
And what were you doing in that area?
Patrol.
And while you were in that area, did you observe anything that caught your attention?
Yes.
What did you observe?
I observed
Sorry, you, the offender.
yes. Driving at a high rate of speed. He went through a traffic light that was out 4 ways. He didn't stop at all.
Okay, now, let me take you back. You said a high rate of speed. What was the posted speed limit?
25.
Okay, and what, about what speed was he, driving?
I wouldn't be able to say it was compared to fixed objects. It was going at a pretty high rate of speed, at least 45.
Okay, and, you stated that he went through a, 4-way, light?
Yes.
Okay, and did not stop?
No.
Was that light red?
Blinking red.
Blinking red, okay. And after making that observation, what, if anything, did you do next?
We attempted to get behind the vehicle. It took us about a mile to catch up to the vehicle because he was weaving in and out of traffic.
Okay.
Once we caught up to the vehicle, I did run the plate.
Okay, and when you ran the, plate, Did you have any results?
Yes.
Okay, what was the result?
Currently, he did not have any insurance.
Okay, and after observing that information, what, if anything, did you do next?
My partner initiated the traffic stop.
Okay, and did you, participate in that traffic stop?
Yes.
And did you make contact with any of the individuals during that traffic stop?
Yes.
And who did you make contact with?
The driver of the vehicle.
Okay, and do you see the person who you're referring to as the driver of the vehicle here in the courtroom today?
Yes.
Could you please point to and identify article of clothing that they're wearing?
Yes. Sitting right there has long hair and a blue patterned shirt.
Your Honor, may the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant.
Record so reflect.
So, from where did you approach the vehicle?
Passenger side.
Okay, and did you observe anything when you approached the vehicle?
Yes.
What did you observe?
While my partner was conducting his investigation at the driver's side, he opened up the offender opened up the glove compartment to get the registration, and I could see two magazines to a weapon.
Okay, and when you made that observation, what, if anything, did you do?
I signaled to my partner that I saw two magazines inside the glove compartment.
Okay, did you say anything to the offender?
He was asked if he had a CPL.
Okay, and did he have a CPL?
No.
What, if anything, did you do next?
After that, my partners continued to conduct their investigation, and the offender stated that the guns was in the back.
Okay. The guns were in the back where?
I'm in the trunk.
Okay, and did you observe those guns in the trunk?
No.
Where were they?
The seat was let down.
What seat?
Well, the back passenger's seat headrest was down to enter the trunk.
Okay, we're gonna flesh that out a little bit. The back seat of the vehicle,
Yes,
is it one bench or is it three different seats?
it's three different seats.
Okay, so just one of those seats was let down?
Yes,
And what seat was that?
behind the driver.
The seat behind the driver was let down?
Yes,
And that goes into the trunk?
yes,
Okay. And you said the guns were there,
yes, they were sitting on top of the seat.
on top of the seat,
Yes, on.
not in the trunk?
Not in the trunk.
Okay. And was that close in proximity?
Objection, Your Honor, it's leading.
Okay, thank you. I'll strike that out. Now, upon making that observation, what, if anything, did you do next?
My partners then recovered the weapons, and I went back to the vehicle to run his name to see if he actually had a CPL. If he didn't have a CPL, apparently he did not have a CPL.
Okay. Okay.
May I approach?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Good morning, Officer Dow.
Good morning.
Officer Dow, what time of day and night was this?
It was daytime.
Okay, so it was light outside, is that correct?
Yes.
Now, you've indicated you saw the defendant traveling at a rate of speed, is that right, sir?
Yes.
And you didn't use radar or anything to take how fast he's going, is that
No.
correct?
No, sir.
Okay, so you don't know exactly how fast he was going at that point in time, is that right?
No, I don't.
All right, you did not give him a ticket for speeding or anything like that, did you, sir?
I will have to check. I don't know if my partners did. or if I did.
Did you?
I don't remember. I don't recall.
You don't recall? Okay. So after he was stopped, you indicated you went to the passenger side, is that correct, sir?
Yes.
All right. Now, you indicated that you saw the defendant go inside of his glove box, is that right?
Yes.
And in the glove box, that's where you found these magazines, is that right?
Yes.
And there were two magazines, is that correct, sir?
Yes.
There was no gun in that compartment, was it, sir?
No.
The gun was actually in your trunk, is that correct, sir?
No, it was not in the trunk.
Okay. You testified the fact that the guns were in the, they were in the trunk of the car, is that right?
Nope.
Where were the guns?
They was on top of the seat that was sitting. They were not in the trunk. It was on top of the seat that was let down. You can't even get inside of his trunk from that side because he has a speaker that's blocking the entrance to the trunk. It was sitting on top of the seat that you let down. It's in the back seat. It was inside of the back seat, on top of the seat.
You had it open for the entrance, but you cannot enter in through the inside of the car because of the speaker that is blocking the entrance to the backseat.
Okay, did you ever retrieve the guns?
My partner did.
And where, oh, okay, so you didn't take them out of the trunk or anything like that? Is that
It
correct?
wasn't in the trunk.
All right, so you're indicating that these guns were actually, they were not in the trunk of the car, in the backseat, is that what you're saying?
Technically, yes.
No, not technically.
Yes, I am saying that. It was not in the trunk.
Okay. All right. And you did check and find out his insurance was appropriate, is that right, sir?
Was appropriate?
He had insurance, isn't that
No, he
correct?
did not have insurance per me.
Did he present you with a certificate of insurance?
He didn't present me with a certificate of insurance.
Yeah, just sit there and listen. You can't control yourself, I'll just send you downstairs and the attorney could tell you what happened afterwards. You understand?
I apologize, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And that's all you did, is that right, sir?
Yes.
Did you retrieve the magazine? 1 second. Now, the guns that were found inside the vehicle, you said they were inside the vehicle. They were in a lockbox, is that correct, sir?
It was not in the lockbox.
Are you sure of that?
Positive.
So where were these guns?
One was in a book bag and one was sitting out and open underneath the book bag.
Okay. Nothing further, this witness, Your Honor.
Redirect.
Just one question. You stated that the posted speed was 25. Was the, based on, what you observed, was the defendant traveling over, 25 miles per hour?
Yes.
No further.
And again, you're estimating, you don't know how fast he's going, isn't that true?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Nothing further.
No further witness.
Thank you.
Well, nothing else for this witness.
Anything else?
Yes, at this time, the people call Officer Chris Well. That's CRISWELL.
John J. Lee CRISWELL.
Perfect. Thank you. Judges, swear.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Here, so Judge President of the evening.
Can you please restate your name for the record?
Yes, ma'am. Officer Chris Wood.
Okay, and are you employed with the Detroit Police Department?
I am.
Okay, and were you working in the capacity of an officer on August 25th, 2023?
Yes.
And were you in the area of, were you working in the area of Santa Clara and Wyoming Street?
Yes.
And was it in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And while in that area, did you observe anything that caught your attention?
Yes, I did.
What did you observe?
I was sitting in the backseat of our squad car and I observed a Charger going at a high rate of speed, going through four-way stop, which is it was a traffic light that was out. Basically at high rate of speed going north on Wyoming.
Okay. And after making that observation, what if anything did you observe next?
So at that point in time, my partner was attempting to drive to catch up with the car, but due to, from what I observed, due to the car being, without, not using due caution in traffic, jumping from lane to lane and, being at a high rate of speed, we was, able to stop the, Charger at least over a mile away from the original violation.
Okay, so you assisted in conducting a traffic stop?
Correct.
Of his vehicle?
Correct.
And what was your role in the traffic stop?
So my role in the traffic stop, once I got out of the car, I approached on the driver's side with Officer Downs. And as Officer Downs talked to the driver, I, stood directly behind him, looking inside the vehicle, and just, keeping our surroundings, make sure our surroundings are safe.
Okay, now, did you observe the driver?
I did observe the driver.
Okay, and do you see the person who you referred to as a driver?
Yes, he's over there sitting, blue shirt with a,
Your Honor, may,
with a keychain over his neck and where his order is.
okay, Your Honor, may the record reflect that this witness has identified the, defendant? Now, how was that, how was he positioned in the car? Were you able to observe?
Yes, so he was in the driver's, seat, but his seat was sitting so far back, it was almost like he was in the back seat.
Okay, and, did you observe anything else being in that vehicle?
Yes, so, while my partner was speaking with the driver, I observed, in the back seat, it was the back seat down on the driver's side, but I can observe a book bag along with what appeared to be a gun box that was sitting directly like at the end of the back seat.
Okay, now, when making that observation, what if anything did you, do next?
So at that point in time, my partner PO'd out. We've been working partners for the last 2.5 years. We always signal to each other in some type of way that we see something and everything. So at that point in time,
You received some information that Officer Giles saw something?
yeah, he saw something. I wasn't sure of what he saw, but myself and Officer Downs, we know our signals, and we was able to get him out of the car and speak with him further from there.
Okay, so you asked the defendant out of the vehicle?
Correct.
Okay, and did the defendant get out of the vehicle?
He did step out of the vehicle.
Okay, and upon, the defendant, stepping out of the vehicle, what, happened next?
So upon him stepping out of the vehicle, I first observed a holster on his right side. And from there, I asked him myself, did he have a CPL? He stated no, but there are weapons inside the car.
Okay, and when he, stated there was weapons inside of the car, what if anything did you do next?
He said, well, there are weapons inside the car, but they're in the trunk, which is, I can see it from where I was standing, I can see there is a big speaker with this book bag and, what appeared to be a gun box directly in front of it. So I'm trying to figure out how was it any guns inside the car or inside the trunk.
So, did you issue, and we're just gonna take a step back. Did you issue the defendant any tickets?
I or my partner, I think I might have issued the tickets for my partner.
What he thinks, if he knows, he knows.
Okay, well, we're reviewing your report, refresh your recollection as to whether you, issued any tickets to the defendant.
Correct, yeah.
Do you have your report with you?
I do have my report sitting right here.
Can you please review your report as to, whether you, issued the defendant any tickets?
Yes. So.
1 second.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so it appears that, yes, we did issue the tickets, which is no insurance, failure to use due caution, and violation of basic speed law. PO'd out, he was jumping on that day, so I'm pretty sure it was him who issued the tickets.
That gave it to him,
Yeah,
he
they
wanted
gave
to
it.
issue tickets.
Correct.
All right, now, going back to the, vehicle, did you observe any weapons being in the, car?
Yes, so once my partner PO'd Downs grabbed the book bag and the gun box, that was sitting at the end of the back seat. I was able to observe both firearms from those.
And do you recall what kind of firearms they were?
I would have to get exactly what they are, I would have to look at my report.
Okay, so reviewing your report will refresh your recollection as to the type of firearms
Correct,
that were recovered.
yes.
Okay, could you please review your report?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, okay.
Okay, what were the type of
It
firearms?
was a black Glock 10 and also a micro, trade-off.
And do you recall any other do you recall that there was anything else recovered from the vehicle?
Yes, and I remember my partner, he recovered some magazines that he said was in the glove compartment.
Okay. And was that vehicle, was the defendant arrested?
Yes, the defendant was arrested and his vehicle was towed.
Okay.
And during that tow, once I got him out of the vehicle, he did state that that he's unable to put his firearms inside the trunk due to his speaker being too big. But but observing during my inventory search, observing in the trunk, I can see there's a sufficient amount of room to be able to put those firearms in the trunk from the outside.
Okay. No further questions.
Morning, officer.
Good morning.
Also, we'll get to it. So in terms of these magazines, they were found in the glove box, is that correct, sir?
I'm guessing, I didn't observe it, so I can't really say so.
Okay. And the guns that you found the guns, you saw these guns, is that correct, sir?
I observed the gun box in the book bag. My partner, P.O. Downs, recovered them.
All right, so it's safe to say that there was a speaker in the back, is that correct, sir?
Yes, it was a large speaker in the back.
And these weapons were in front of that speaker, isn't that true, sir?
Correct.
Okay, so they were in the trunk area where the speaker was, isn't that correct, sir?
It was not in the trunk, they were in the back, at the end of the back seat. Not necessarily, they weren't necessarily in the trunk.
Well, my question to you, sir, is that the speaker was actually in the trunk, is that correct, sir?
The speaker, yes, is in the trunk.
And these particular guns, what you saw, were actually in front of the speaker, isn't that correct, sir?
Correct.
Okay. And the guns were not loaded or anything, is that right, sir?
No, they was not loaded.
Okay, it was in a gun box, is that correct, sir?
Correct. It was not locked either. Gun box.
Okay. And there was also another gun you found, you said it was in a bag?
My partner found it in the book bag, yes.
It was also right where the speaker was, is that correct, sir?
It was not where the speaker was, but right in front of the speaker, correct?
In front of the speaker, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, all right, thank you. Nothing further.
Anything further?
No, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I will call Officer Down, offer of proof would just be, as to the weapons being recovered in those elections.
What I need that for?
Just one second. All right, no further witnesses.
No presentation by the defense, Your Honor. This argument.
At this time, the people request that the case be bound over. We believe that there's a question of fact for the trier of fact, and I reserve argument for rebuttal.
Your Honor, I think it's very clear in terms of what happened, that the car was stopped and my client was very compliant. But they did in fact find the magazines to these guns were actually in the glove box. I think that's undisputed. In terms of the weapons themselves, they were in the back portion of the car, the trunk area of the car. I think the testimony is clear that the big speaker was in the trunk of the car and these guns were right in front of that. They were properly carried at that point in time. One was in a gun box and the other was in a backpack. And they were not accessible to the defendant at that point in time. We didn't take the record of the prosecution, not carried the burden, even at a proper cause stand. To indicate that my client was in fact carrying those guns improperly. They were in the back. They were not, accessible in terms of him actually reaching for the gun. There was nothing like that to say my client made any further movements or anything like that. We think they were far enough away. They were unloaded and he was properly carrying those guns, and I think no crime was committed at this time.
Your Honor, at this, based on this argument, the officers did make a lawful stop, at which point the officer did observe the magazines. He asked the defendant what.
Well, the magazines were properly secured, correct?
Yes, Your
They were
Honor.
separated from the weapon and put in a glove compartment.
Yes, Your Honor.
So that's not an issue.
Okay, in terms of the guns being in the back seat, they were not in the furthest part of the vehicle. As Officer, I believe Chris Wells stated that there was room enough in the trunk and he would have put those weapons into the trunk from the outside. Those weapons were in the back seat, as they articulated, the defendant being sitting so far into the back seat that he was pretty much directly where the gun box was, in which Officer Giles stated that the weapon was not locked and secured in a gun box. Officer Criswell also stated that the gun box wasn't even locked and there was no gun in there. He had clear access to reach those weapons, Your Honor, so it was not properly secured or being properly transported in the vehicle.
All right, court, having heard the testimony and arguments signed as follows. First, I heard from Officer Dowd, who testified on August 25th, 2023, area Santa Clara, Wyoming, observed defendant having what he described as a high rate of speed, ran through a traffic light, was blinking red, four-way stop. They caught up with the vehicle, ran the plate, had no insurance, made a traffic stop, made contact with the driver. The partner made contact with the driver when he was on the passenger side. Then it opened the glove compartment. He saw two mags inside the glove compartment and signaled his partner. He then stated in the back seat behind the drivers, the back seat behind the driver was down, and that he just said the guns were on top of the seats. The partner recovered the weapons, and that there was a speaker in the trunk that was blocking the entrance to the trunk. We heard from Officer Criswell, who testified same date, same time, same place. He observed the charger at a high rate of speed go through a four-way stop on blinking light. He approached the driver's side along with his other partner. He observed the back seat down, observed a book bag, and was sitting on top of a gun box. Got the defendant out of the vehicle, observed a holster on his right side. And that the defendant said there were weapons in the car. Grabbed the book bag and gun box, said the gun box was not locked. And there was room in the trunk area for the weapon. Okay. There's nothing on this record to say these guns were in any way illegal. The guns were separated from the ammunition. One was in a gun box. I don't know if the other one was in a gun box in the backpack, or what was inside the backpack. The problem is that both of them were sitting on the top of the back seat, which was down. Now this was behind the driver, which, you know, I understand the prosecutors that argued he had access to. I mean, unless he is double jointed several ways, how are you going to reach behind there, that area? You know, what I see is a technical violation of the open carry law. You're allowed to transporting a weapon. He's allowed to transport the weapon. He violated that two ways. One, by not having them in the trunk. Two, by not having them locked. And that's what you're supposed to have. So it is a technical violation. It appears that you know, that Mr. Fitzpatrick appeared to be trying to, follow the law. Yeah, it does. But again, it is a technical violation and this is a probable cause hearing.
Yeah, I think he put him in the furthest position and he could have put them in.
Well, no, that's not what the officer testified to. Officer testified to, he could have actually put him out in other areas.
As the court said, he couldn't assess him because he couldn't reach behind
I
his
don't
back.
believe he could assess them.
No,
Yeah,
that's
but I don't, like I said, unless
Yeah.
you're double jointed to reach directly behind your seat, it's almost impossible.
I agree.
All right. Let's do it this way. I don't believe, based on everything I've heard, only heard what the officers have said, that the defendant was intentionally trying to illegally carry a weapon. I believe he was trying to legally carry it. He just didn't do it properly. I believe the officers acted correctly and did everything they were supposed to do. But this one's my call. Now, I may get reversed because like I said, it's a technical violation of law. I just don't feel that there was any criminal intent here or intent on the defendant to illegally carry the weapon or these weapons. But at this point, I'm going to.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, Thank you. So. I don't. I just- Eight, six, two, zero.